Stan's boss was shot and killed after losing his job. Stan started looking for work everywhere, but his previous job at the CIA was top secret,
Stan.
and leaking it would put him in danger. Stan had no other choice but to take a job at the supermarket, the same place where Steve worked.
This totally blows. I worked for the CIA for 20 years, you know. You really gotta put a sock in it, Stan.
Steve gave Stan a hard time at every turn, even making him arrange butter displays. Once Stan had all the butter perfectly lined up, Steve knocked every single one over and told Stan to do it all again. Customers even thought Stan was mentally challenged. Stan flew into a rage when he got home. He tried to discipline Steve as his father, telling him to take off his shoes and clean up the broken glass.
I'll tell them you're faking, and you'll get fired. Then how will you support your woman? How will you keep her glowing in such finery?
The next day, Stan deliberately messed up the butter display and blamed it on Steve. The manager saw the whole thing. Suddenly, Joshua crashed into a shelf with a runaway stroller. Spilled chili oil ignited instantly, and the supermarket exploded. Steve was fired on the spot.
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna have to let you go.
What?
No buts. Now let's have the apron.
It's always hard to see a young boy tarnish his permanent record.
Stan had no idea the safety incident would go on Steve's permanent record and ruin his career for life. Back home, Stan apologized to Steve. Steve thought his future was over. Francine only cared that Stan still had his job so she could keep wearing nice dresses. To make things right, Stan decided to break into the CIA with Steve to have the record changed. Thanks to 20 years of CIA experience, Stan knew the agency inside and out. The two quickly got past multiple obstacles and reached the archives. The next second, they discovered explosives had been planted inside the records room. Using what they'd learned from arranging wobbly displays, Stan and Steve defused the crisis. The CIA leadership decided to rehire Stan.